Hello everyone, welcome to another video on this channel. Today I'm going to talk about the future of Test cricket with a special guest, Binary010. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me here.
Will Test cricket need to evolve more to stay popular?
So honestly, I think Test cricket is extremely popular now with the World Test Championship. So I don't think it has to really evolve as such. I think it's fine the way it is. Just more Test cricket has to be played. Because you see, associate nations, they don't get to play enough Test cricket.
How do players get through the overs quicker in Test cricket? Should they adapt a new rule?
They have been scoring more boundaries. If you see Rishabh Pant, let's take an example of Rishabh Pant. He scores a boundary every second over. So instead of taking the singles, the run rate is still the same. It's still 6 runs and over. Instead, he's going hitting a six every 2 overs instead of getting those important singles. So I feel that this adds two things. It adds more interesting. It makes it more interesting for the fans because obviously they like to see more boundaries being scored. But it adds an element of risk. If Rishabh Pant tries to hit a six and he gets out, because obviously there's no
Exactly.
risk there, he tries to play unorthodox shots, and if he gets out, then there's going to be a problem for him.
Exactly, and I know that certain commentators, allegedly, like Geoffrey Boycott, he often would say, oh, the Test cricket format, they need to get through the overs quicker, they need to stop playing T20 and IPL before a Test series and all that. And that's his view, quite a traditional view on that. So I'd like to get your thoughts on how should the players get through the overs quicker in Test cricket? Should they adapt the new rule?
It all depends a lot on the pitch. So when you saw those matches in Ahmedabad, you were going 2 runs and over. It depends where you're playing. When you're playing in Australia, you need 3 runs and over. Or when you're playing a test match in Mumbai, you are going to need 3.54 runs and over. So it depends on where you're playing. That's the first thing. Second thing is how are you scoring those runs? Because Rishabh Pant, like I said, he likes to play the big shots. Now let's look at Ajinkya Rahane, who's equally effective, but he likes to hit the ball at the gap and he likes to run. He runs hard. So honestly, I feel that a mixture of the two is important, but it has to be it has to be more heavy on the running side because there is also a risk when you try to go for the big shots. Yes, those big shots are important as we've seen, but there has to be a balance.
How popular is Test cricket in India compared to T20 cricket?
Okay, so right now, currently, IPL is obviously more famous and more popular. It's 4 hours you need. Now let's look at the side of Test cricket because 3 sessions in a day and it continues for 5 days. So obviously, it's really difficult for anyone who has other stuff to do to watch the entire day for 5 days in a row. Even let's take the example of the Australian tour that was starting as early as 4:30 a.m. So a lot of people weren't ready to wake up that early in the morning and then watch.
There has been a rise of T20s and ODIs and all those other forms of cricket. Do you think they should be playing more Test cricket?
Definitely, more Test cricket should be played. Associate nations don't get to play half the Test cricket they should, and more Test cricket there is. It's the purest format of the game, so I feel that teams should focus now more on building that Test cricket side, and the ODS side will be built automatically, and the T20 side, which is now what they're looking to do. We've seen series now only having limited over games, no red ball games, which I think is a big red flag to be raised.
Yep.
Yeah.
Special example, West Indies versus Australia, that just happened in July. They should have had a few tests, good series and all that to have, the two teams playing each other, but yes. Anyway, thank you for joining. Share your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.